welcome everybody, and I hope you guys are having a good time. First live stream of the day, Hex Token channel, your host Suitman in the house. And man, we're gonna have a lot of fun today, I'm sure. Don't forget to get into the chat and say hello. That's what we love to hear, and of course, way to go on that one. Now, obviously, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff on YouTube. And let's keep growing. Let's keep growing, spreading the good word as it is about Pulsechain, Pulse Hex, and of course, we're talking about Icosa again today, day 2 results. So we're going to get into that later on, but we've got stock market news, crypto news, Hex prices, ecosystem prices, and of course, we're going to be talking about some of the devs updates as well, insights from them, and yeah, it's going to be a fun show, and Hex daily stats coming up too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys can enjoy it. Rap. That's how we go. Let's get who says in the house. And we've got Hex Huddle in the house first. Nice one, Hex Huddle. And wow, Life's Beneath in there too. Hello, how are you today? Very good. Here's the ultimate strategy, of course. Hex, EX, PLS, and PLS for the win. 100%. HT is the GOAT, says Pulse Beta. We've got Sandy Beach in the house with the old beach, and Summer in as well. Hey, good to see you, Summer. What's up? Says Brennan, Suitman and family. Crypto Dan in the house. Hello again from Scotland. Big shout out to you, everyone in Scotland there. And Sandy Beach. Hey, Hex Token, everybody just popping in for a while, says Sandy Beach. Sandy Beach is out on the beaches, and Roman on holiday. I think you're on holiday, Sandy Beach. I think you are, or at least you're coming up to holiday. One of the two. One ball in the house there. Yo, babe, good to see one ball. Extraordinary. Are there any Texan token pools? Says Extraordinary. I don't know. We haven't really been covering the Texan token. They've still got the donation phase on. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's where they're at. One ball in the house. Melbourne baby says one ball. Melbourne, nice. And Hex and Choice in there as well. Like to see you in the house with the Rockets. Yes, Sandy Beach on holiday. Nice one. Touring those beaches for sure. And what else we got going? We got InvestX in the house. Hello from the UK. Good to see you as well. Very cool. All right, nice. Hey, we've got a few little extra surprises today, so hopefully you enjoy that too. And where are we up to? We're trying to head towards 5 subscribers. And hey, we're up to 5,509. Can you believe it? We're only, how many is that away? 46 subscribers away from 5,555. And of course, that will get us off the list. We're at the top of the list at the moment on the 555 list. And of course, that will get us off that list. And we'll be into the world unknown. That's pretty much it. So cool. Now, don't forget Crypto 7 and Randy Alaski also getting pretty close to the 555 number, so don't forget to throw them a subscribe as well. Very cool. Sharing is caring, as we say. Sharing is caring. Attention in the house there. Nice day, everybody. Good to see attention. Turtle Power in the house. Hex God Turtle and Hex Token channel member. Let's have a look at the channel members in the house. We got Lies Beneath, who's a Hex Token channel member. We've got Sandy Beach, who's a Hex Token channel member. And we've got Hex God Turtle. So 3 Hex Token channel members in the house. I do appreciate your support. If you want to become a member, hit the join button. We've got Pulskins, Xskins, and the Richard Hart Club. Just an easy, simple way of supporting the channel as we promote Pulsechain, Pulse Hex, and Hex twice a day. 2 live streams, pretty epic. And of course, we post a lot of other videos as well. All right, let's get into it. We've got the stock market and another good day. Another good day. Dow rides rally in retailers to close above 34,000. So another good day in the office. Man, is things going well? I think so. And of course, doesn't mean that we're going to not have any hurdles, but that's just the way it goes. I hate it when you click on something and it goes off to something else. And I was trying to click away there. It's very fidgety, these websites. I've noticed they try to put so much on these websites. It gets very fidgety with all these buttons that they pop up there. They just overdo it, but this is the way it is. Dow Jones Industrials, the top 30 industrials in the United States, is up 240 points, and it's 0.7% up to 34,152. Really nice. The S&P 500 up 8 points to 4,305, up 0.2%, and the Nasdaq there just down slightly, 25 points to 13,102, and down 0.2% there. The Voldy index is down 1.3%. To 1969, and the dollar index is down just a tad, just a very, very slight tad there. Let's jump over the commodities. We've got West Texas up 33 cents, but Brent oil down $2.34 there, 2.46% down to $90. That's good for the inflation, pulling down the inflation, but more importantly, it's good for you at the pump, right? It's good for you at the pump, which is probably more important there. So that's cool. We've got the gold at $1,790, up 50 cents, and silver at $20.08, and that's pretty much even there. So that's pretty much it. Food down 2% again on soybeans, which is a good sign. That's pretty much it at the moment. So let's have a look here. The Dow closed above 34,000 Tuesday for the first time since May, led by a jump in retailers as better than expected results from Walmart and Home Depot pointed to strength in the consumer. This is positive. It may be short-lived, but it's positive for the time being, and that's great to see the Walmart and Home Depot results looking good. So continued strength in demand from home improvements for Home Depot, so that's positive as well. Let's jump over to the financials. Financials were pushed higher by a rise in regional bank stocks as Treasury yields continued to steady on easing worries about steep U.S. recession, so that's more positive as well. Now, energy was one of the few sectors in the red, pressured by the ongoing slide in oil prices, as we just saw. See all these silly things that keep popping up. As traders weigh the outcome of talks to revive the Iranian nuclear deal that could lift sanctions on Tehran, paving the way for a fresh supply of crude. Now, we all know, I'm not going to get into politics, but we all know that they've botched all that up. Big tech, meanwhile, traded mostly lower as Apple flirted with gains and losses, while Meta platforms fell 1%. The growth sectors of the market, such as tech and consumer discretionary, up nearly 30% since mid-June, fueling optimism that the broader market is in the process of a V-shaped rebound to wipe out its losses this year. As inflation data weakness and economic data softens, that will make the Fed's job easier in the second half of the year. We're going to get a lot of price to earning expansion, making all-time highs as possible, says Fundstrat Global Advisor Tom Lee. Now, Tom Lee's, I don't know, what's his track record like? It's probably a bit wrong most of the time, I think, but hey, it's nice to see it. I do like the guy. He tends to be wrong a lot, though. And then we've got Robert Gonzo here, CEO of the Wealth Alliance, and I probably agree with Robert here. I don't think we're in a V-shaped recovery. I think you're going to see the market around a trading range for a while until there's more clarity with inflation and the Fed monetary policy. I would agree with that. All right, so cool. That is pretty much the stock market. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's jump over to the crypto market. Woohoo! And we've got BTC at $23,849. So it's under 24K there, and got pretty much down 0.8%. ETH at the moment with the merge coming up is at 1873, down 1.34%, and BNB at $315, down 0.7% there. That's pretty much where we're lying at the moment. Just having a look there. Dodge looks like it's having a better day. Dodge up 14% there. I'm wondering how Monero's doing. Monero's probably doing a bit better with the privacy issue there. So we'll see how that. I might check on that one time. Maybe in the future, maybe later on today, we might look at Monero. So let's jump over to some of the crypto news. We've got a bit of an update around Celsius. Bankrupt crypto lender Celsius gets cash injection offers approval to sell mine Bitcoin. That's mining. The company had said Monday that it might run out of cash by October. Obviously, it's mid-August here, so September, October there. So what's it, a month and a half or so? And here's the famous guy. You guys all love this guy. Celsius CEO Alex Mashinsky. And of course, bankrupt crypto lender Celsius Network has disclosed Monday that it was running low on Monday, said it has gotten several proposals to inject cash into the company and won approval from a U.S. judge to sell Bitcoin that it mines. Celsius lawyer Josh Sussberg disclosed the receipt of cash injection offers during a Tuesday bankruptcy hearing, but didn't say how big the offers were. That's pretty interesting, actually. Moving hastily on this is a critical mission for Celsius, no doubt. Celsius said it's customary for companies reorganizing in the U.S. bankruptcy court to seek financing to keep their operations going. Celsius, which fell into bankruptcy this year after the crypto rout prompted it to prevent customers from withdrawing their money, needs liquidity. Financial projections in court filing Monday showed the company will run out of cash by October and holds $2.8 billion less in crypto than it owes to depositors. Yeah. That's pretty horrible for the investors. Before filing for bankruptcy, Celsius sold Bitcoin that it mined to help fund its operations. Judge Martin Glenn's approval Tuesday opens the door for that to continue. A document filed prior to the hearing showed that Celsius mined $8.7 million worth of Bitcoin in July, The company's operational and capital costs exceed that, and of course, let alone paying back people. So there we are. That's pretty much an update about Celsius. We're going to jump over to Coinbase, of course, with the ETH 2.0 merge coming up. We've got a little update here. Coinbase will briefly pause ETH and ERC20 token deposits and withdrawals during Ethereum merge. The crypto exchange also warned users against scammers offering ETH2 tokens, saying users did not need to take additional action to receive staked ETH prior to the merge. So don't fall for those scams, folks, is what I would say. United States-based cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase announced it will temporarily suspend certain token deposits and withdrawals when Ethereum's core developers transition the blockchain to proof of stake. In a Tuesday blog post, Coinbase product manager Armin said that during the merge event, the crypto exchange will briefly pause deposits and withdrawals of Ether and ERC20 tokens, a precautionary measure to handle the migration. The exchange also warned users against scammers offering ETH2 tokens, saying crypto users did not need to take additional action to receive staked ETH prior to the merge. Although the merge is expected to be seamless from a user perspective, this downtime allows us to ensure that the transition has been successfully reflected by our systems. And of course, we do not expect any other networks or currencies to be impacted and expect no impact to trading for ETH and ERC20 tokens across our centralized trading products. It's probably one of the advantages of the centralized system, just at these transitions. So cool. They've got a little blog post there. The crypto exchange will not likely be the only one to announce precautions or changes in trading activity as the date for the Ethereum merge approaches. Cointelegraph reported on Friday that there could be unforeseen circumstances. Core developers anticipate a tentative merge date of September the 15th. Previously, it was the 19th, now the 15th, so a couple of days earlier. After the ETH network transition from proof of work, many expect its energy consumption will drop precipitously, its scalability will improve, and it will be less vulnerable to attacks. However, the ETH gas fees may not necessarily go down, and transactions on the network will not likely be noticeably faster than before. And that's the key part. That's where Pulsechain has the advantage there. So very nice. Very nice, as we say, very nice. All right, that's pretty much the crypto and stock news. We've got Hex at the moment. We're going to jump to Hex, but before we do that, let's get into the chat. Probably got a few more comments in the house at the moment. We've got Jack Saxon here. Hey, super, quick question. Can you interact with Icosa directly from hard wallet? Well, you can. You connect your wallet there to the contract with Web3. I haven't done it, but that would make sense. Stake DAX there. You don't want to send any tokens to the contracts directly. You want to interact there with the I haven't actually done it, so just going to say that. But really, it's just connecting your private keys to your wallet, so it should work. With the DApp, I use the DApp. I wouldn't probably otherwise. You can directly write to the contract, but I haven't done that either, so just take that into account. Hedron Stakes says, Crypto Dan. Yes, I used a hard wallet, says Sandy Beach. Yeah, so that makes sense. Wookie in the house there. Woohoo! Good to see you, Wookie. Did you know that we are early, says name? I did know that. And another Hex Token channel member representing. Dave Downer says, hi, Superman. Do you reckon there is a chance that RH will do a surprise snapshot to stop the traders dumping? That's always possible. I don't know about surprise. I think he's just going to do it. He'll probably do it earlier. That's probably my guess. Don't forget to boop the like button. Definitely smash the like button. Hex is cool, says DB. And Monica's in the house as well. Hey, Monica, good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. So nice to see Monica in the house. All right, cool. Let us jump over to Hex. Hex at the moment. Let's have a look at the daily results. This is on the DEX tools. This chart has 12 hours to go. So it's only 12 hours in the current day, 12 hours to go there. We're coming up to 11:45 midday. Okay, it's the end, almost probably about 15 to 20 minutes away from the end of Icosa day 2, which is also the rollover for Hex, of course. And so let's have a look here. We're 5.943 cents. Now, we did get down up to 5.65, so pretty close to, I think it was Bitfinex that was in the chat yesterday, talking about 5.5 cents. So that ended up being closer. Mine was 5.8 to 5.9, so we did go further down to that, probably slightly closer to the next call there, the 21 EMA. So that was a better, slightly better call than mine. And where we got to, we're currently at 5.943, which is pretty much in the zone that I was talking about, 5.8 to 5.9. But we did go lower, down to 5.6 on that one. We got the top of the Bollinger Bands there at 6.98. the bottom at 3.96, so just under 4 cents. The 50% mark of the price range is currently 5.47, and we're at 5.9. The EMA, the yellow line there, that is currently at just under 5.9 cents at the moment. So pretty much we're with the market price, just below the market price there at the moment. Let's have a look at some of the other metrics. We're going to have a look at DMI. DMI, obviously, buyers have pulled back and sellers have come closer. A bit of convergence there, and our momentum is just pulling off here a bit. So we're going to have to watch this pretty carefully. And so look at the RSI. RSI has definitely cooled off down to 56. So we're watching that too. So it's cool for a move higher. But unfortunately, the stochastic RSI is still moving down. It's not over yet. So we're going to have to wait for this to turn. So still slightly bearish at this stage. So we have to keep watching that. So still slightly bearish to see where we can hold this 5.8, 4.9. Maybe we'll end up consolidating around 5 6. We'll have a look and see there. So a little bit indeterminate at the stage. We're going to jump away from that and move over to the quad charts. These are all the hex charts at the moment. So we've got Hedron looking like a boss here. Back up, had a big day. Look at that. Now this is a different chart. So this chart's about to roll over in about 30 minutes. It rolls over at the UTC times on Dex Screener rather than Dex Guru. This is the daily on Icosa here. Hedron, I should say. And of course, you can see the RSI was cooled off quite a lot, so it can actually move up again quite nicely. And of course, what a big day! We moved up the high of the day 2856, the low 1963. That's a huge range. And of course, we're currently at 2332, so looking actually pretty good for Hedron. Now, one of the things around Hedron is there's going to be a massive burn in 90 days or so. When we get thousands of HSI stakes going to liquidation, the winning bids of Hedron get burned. So there's going to be a nice little burn there. Heard some numbers around $1 trillion or so. I'm not sure exactly what the number's going to be, but it depends what the market's going to pay. Now, if the market pays cost price, which you presume it would do, rather than a premium for those HSI stakes, then that's going to be a boom. So I think yesterday we saw that there were 3 HSI stakes in the liquidity pool queue. We had one sale the day before, 1.4 T shares, but man, we're going to have thousands of them, something like we're going to look at that number later, something like 2,800 or something. It's a pretty big number coming into the liquidation queue. It's going to be a bonanza. We're going to see a whole ton of activity in the HSI stakes in about 90 days, 89 days, 90 days. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be pretty epic. Anyway, Hedron looking very good at the moment. Very good at the moment. So cool. We'll see where it goes. The RSI is definitely cooled off. We've got Maxi at 11 cents at the moment. That's cooled off too on the RSI. And we're down 11 cents. Obviously, fairly tied with Hex at the moment. And the premium, let's have a look at the premium. Over Hex, premium is at 83. Managed to get back up to 92% and it's just waned off there a bit. And I imagine that's going to probably be the case. A little bit of volatility there until it's got a higher low at the moment, but a little bit of volatility until we get more news around Maximus. Now, we're going to have some Maximus insights coming up later in the live stream, so stay tuned for that. Should be pretty good. Let's have a look. Icosa, so this is our 4th chart now. Isn't it cool having 4 charts? And probably by the end of this month, maybe September, or the mid-September, we're going to have another 5 charts. We're going to have 9 charts on the Hex charts. This is before Pulsechain even launches. When Pulsechain launches, I'll have to have a new Pulsechain tab. But isn't it exciting to see the ecosystem just grow? That's why I say just be patient because the ecosystem is growing by leaps and bounds. And for many reasons, so it's very exciting. Well, let's see what the Icosa price is. Icosa price is currently at $1.73. Obviously, weakened off with the Hex price. Now, obviously, if you model a Hex stake and you're going to sell an HSI stake to the contract, you can get a pretty close price to the market price here. And of course, we've done that, right? And that will give you an idea of what the market price should be and whether there's a premium or not, an arbitrage opportunity. In other words, you can sell HSIs and make a profit, or whether you're better off buying on the market at the moment. So there's going to be a bit of ebbs and flows in the arbitrage opportunity between selling HSIs to the Icosa contract and market buying Icosa on the market. So just remember that there are people doing that, but yeah, way to go. All right, cool. So that's kind of where we're at the stage on the Icosa. Looking good. 4 charts. I love it, man. I get excited, man. We're going to have 9 probably within the next 4 weeks or something like that. We can have 9 charts. It's going to be absolutely fun to see that. And we've got Verlin in the house. Yo, what's up, my guy? Good to see you, Verlin. How I made it in house as well. CT is saying, and Gunther is dumping PLSD on his followers again. Like Hedron. Okay, is he? Okay, I cannot confirm or deny that, but okay, cool. Definitely possible. Hello from Noumea in New Zealand, heading for the same weather too, I believe, says Jean François Bossu. Yeah, the weather's out there. It's pretty overcast kind of weather. It's not that great. It's not really bad, but it's not that great at the moment. We're only 2 weeks away, pretty much from getting out. Less than 2 weeks away from getting out of winter, and we'll officially be out of winter in about less than 2 weeks. So that's cool. I'm excited about that. What else there? Mute the Discord. Not sure what's happening there, Crypto Dan. What's up? We got Crypto Freedom. What's up, Superman? Good to see you, Crypto Freedom. And Crypto Freedom, Big Pep is live rig. I'm not sure what that's about there, Crypto Freedom. Anyway, Big Pep. I'm not sure. I know who Big Pep is, but I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Curious to see how the Icosa payouts are today. T10 minutes is 10 minutes for the payouts for Icosa. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Remember that the S8, the source address there had burned something like 3 trillion Hedron. That's a really bit like a big payday bonus over the first year. So people will be getting that in the Hedron. So I saw some pretty tasty little Hedron benefits there for Icosa stakers. Man, oh man. Remember, Icosa, you get Hedron and Icosa, so pretty awesome. Anyway, let's quickly jump. We're up to 22 minutes, so let's quickly jump over to the BNB coins and quickly cover these. So Pulse storage there is at just over 0.5%, just pretty much staying where it has been for the last couple of days. We've got P33 down at 15 cents there. Pretty volatile. In fact, that's looking quite weak. Yeah, that's looking pretty weak to me. It couldn't always rebound from here because we have this big volatility. But man, that's that you got to be brave there to pick that up as well. Although it's probably maybe it is getting into an entry point at that stage, but I probably wouldn't go in until it was lower than that price. IM as well is at a 10.51, also looking pretty poor here. Still got an uptrend, but it's pretty weak at the stage, and that's at 10.51. So really, there was a bit of action there, but really not too much fun at the moment. We're going to jump over to let me go to the airdrops. We've got the weight token at the moment. The weight token is currently at, okay, so it's over 6/10 of a penny, heading towards, has been as high as 7/10 of a penny. So it's had a bit more life in it lately the last couple of days, but it's pretty much trading in that 0.5% to 7/10 of a penny range. Most people are just waiting to claim. Pulse Dodge coin there is currently broken down. That's a tech that's broken, so that's gone. Okay, so that's really going to be testing it now. So we're probably looking at $4.80, which it has touched a couple of times there at $5.33, but it still has staking and deflation coming. But as someone said earlier, who was that? How I Made It says CT is saying Gunther is dumping PLSD on his followers. Now I don't know what Gunther's address is. I haven't really followed it that closely. So that be something you want to investigate if you're holding Pulse Dodge coin. Cool. And yeah, that's pretty much where that is. If I find any info on that, I will talk about it. But let me feel free if you want to post something in Discord in the price chat. You can do that. I'll have a look at it. But I've only got so much time in the day, so I can't look at everything. And it's not one of my primary projects as such. I love covering it, but only because it's potentially could be a really great meme coin. I still think it's got that potential. But if the whales are dumping it, I've said this every video, it's only as good as the weakest whale not dumping. So just remember that. All right. Yeah, Big Pepper's live right now. That's fine, Crypto Freedom, but I'm doing a live stream, so why are you posting that on my chat? I don't know. Seriously, dude. If people want to watch this channel, they can go watch it, for goodness sake. Oh my goodness. All right, cool. Removing that one and removing that one. All right, good one. All right, cool. All right. Pulsebase says Gunther is dumping nothing. Hedron crowd still sold it after he dumped on it. Okay, cool. Dave Down Under says, question Superman, what makes the bands in the charts change to allow a good pump? well, we're just really looking for uptrend structure. In fact, I've actually jumped ahead because I actually wanted to talk about Bitcoin quickly, which you remind me. So we've got Bitcoin here at 23,894. And I always see Bitcoin like the ocean, right? And every other crypto like a ship on the ocean. And that's kind of how I see it. And we've got a couple of little insights here about where this the sea level will rise or fall on. So we're going to watch a couple of these from Kitco News. And this is some really nice insights. So let's check this out.
Bitcoin's simple summary chart that I put out back on May 9th or around May the 9th, as you say, took us down to around about 20,000. I had a series of staged targets, 30,000, 20,000, and then an ultimate target that took us to somewhere around 10 or 12,000, David. Looking at the Bitcoin chart now today, we find ourselves in an inverted arc. So this is the opposite of a cup pattern. It's a sort of a dome-shaped pattern. And we have been rising, as Patrick just described, in a bit of a bounce off that 20,000 area. And it's taken us up and formed a bearish rising wedge hitting resistance. There are a number of technical analysis techniques and features of this chart which make it more probable that this is going to break to the downside and head down towards that 10 to 12,000 target. I would assess the odds at around about 70 to 80% likely that we break down to see these lower lows, and around about 20 to 30%, excuse me, around about 20 to 30% probability of moving to the upside. So we can't rule out that upside move, but knowing where the support and resistance levels are is going to give us that really early heads up. So those are all marked on the chart for people to see.
All right, so this the North Star analyst is talking about Richard Hart's price target still in play with that arc chart. So you can see that arc chart here. So the arc chart here, we got this little wedge, rising wedge, bearish wedge here, and talking about pushing up to that. So that's kind of where he's talking about, and still talking about falling down to this this path here, down to this red, the support zone here between 9.5 and 12K. So he's talking about hitting that line there. So that's still a bit in play. Now he goes on to talk about more in depth about this potential play, and of course this actually fits with Richard's big pullback. So we'll look at this rationale for this target play of pretty much we're going to end up falling back at some stage in the next months ahead. I kind of picked October for this, so we'll see how that plays out with that as well.
To elaborate on the price targets that these charts indicate based on the arc patterns.
Yeah, sure. So we're heading in the direction of the 30-week or 200-day moving average. Those are both very similar in value, of course. And that's somewhere just above $30,000, $32,000, $33,000, that kind of area. By the time we move up to meet it, I guess we could be somewhere around $29,000 or $30,000. So that is the upside target, and that's the highest I would expect it to get. We may well start to run out of momentum before then and begin to roll over. I noticed quite a few of the cryptocurrencies already doing that and seem to have put in their highs for this, what I'm seeing as a bear market rally. So we're either at or very close to those peaks at the moment.
All right, so that's some really good insights there and rationale for the bearish pattern. Of course, we're expecting that later on, probably October or so. And the first thing I was going to say is that we've got this window of opportunity at the moment going through the 20th of September. That's kind of our most important thing. We've only really got two things in there, the inflation data for August and employment that may shake the market a bit. And then, of course, the interest rate announcement on the 21st September. And it looks like we're going to have the merge a couple of days earlier, down around the 15th rather than 19th. So it's kind of a good run there. When we get close to that point in time, we have more information. We'll reassess stuff in September. But so far, the window of opportunity looking pretty good. And possibly this target that he's talking about, that Richard Hart target, possibly later, maybe October, November, something like that. We'll keep monitoring that at the stage. So pretty good insight. Now I want to go back to Dave down under, who just reminded me about my Bitcoin videos there that I wanted to put in. So thanks for that, Dave. Is that I particularly watch, this EMA. So this is what I watch. Now some people watch bigger moving averages, longer time frames, but I always like to, in terms of local price, I always like to watch this cross with the EMA 13 over the Bollinger Band. Obviously, that's played out pretty textbook here, and of course with narrow Bollinger Bands, and after a big downtrend. That's worked out pretty well. So it's kind of what I generally watch. I do look at longer time frames too and listen to other people's commentaries on it, especially full-time TA analysts like the one I just showed you. Cool. It's kind of weird on that one. We got James Bond in the house. Hello, everybody. Good to see James Bond. And Susie Q, welcome. Woohoo! Thanks for being awesome. Yeah. Big Pep. Yeah, I love Big Pep. He's one of my favorite people, but this is my live stream, not his live stream. So that was probably my issue around that. Neil in the house here. Morning, all. Good to see you, Neil. And woohoo! All right, cool. Let's jump over to where we're up to. I think we're up to the airdrops. We talked about Pulse Dogecoin. So let's move into. We're going to do Hex stacks later on, but it's currently 12 o'clock, so we're going to get into day 2, Icosa, day 2. Woohoo! Let's get into it, and let's see what the results are at the moment. So let's do a refresh of Icosa. Bam, 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 bam. All right, so we've got the Icosa staking at 28.4 billion points. We got Hedron staking at 46,717 trillion points. We've got We Are All SA at 11.45 trillion points in the We Are All SA. Remember, this only runs for 14 days, so we've got 12 days to go, and then there's no more WhatsApp NFTs. Oh my gosh, I think there's going to be a massive rush at the end, to be honest. The average NFT size here, 1.5 billion. So that's the average size, and there's 7,849 WhatsApp NFTs. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So we had a poll, remember, on the first day, and I think the 20,000 will get beaten. The second poll result was 80,000. Not sure if we'll get to that, but I think we might get to some of the other ones on that poll result. Pretty interesting. All right, cool. So that is the DAT. That's the DAT results. Hopefully that's cool. That is now a record, day 2 record. You can come back to this video and see what they were. Let's jump over to the blockchain and have a look at the Wattses on there. Just as this is a double way of looking at it, but 7852 Wattses and 2,863 holders. Very nice. Now, I'm not sure if we got anything on the contracts there. No, none of the functions that I wanted to look at particularly. Let's jump over to Icosa. So we're going to have a look at the Cosa supply. Remember the Cosa supply, when it gets staked, it gets burned. And so we've got this total supply here will go down, right? So we've got 636,000 Icosa. And when you stake your Icosa and do staking and stuff like that, it does represent your Icosa versus this total supply balance. So it actually encourages people to have higher benefits based on what I can see there when you go to stake. So that's kind of cool. Well, let's go down to some of these Hedron stakes here. I'm not sure it's that one. I've always got to find the right one here. Pull payout, pull points, pull remove, pull liquidity, pull Hedron stakes. I really thought it was Hedron stakes there, but we'll move down. Hedron collected, no. Pull points, no, it's not the one. Icosa supply, that's the one there. So I think this is reading 6.5 million is in the Icosa stake there. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it's saying there, 6.5 million. I wasn't sure whether it was 8 digits or 9 digits. Haven't been able to confirm that, so let me know in the chat. So that's cool. So that is the Icosa stake supply. And there's one other here that's interesting. NFTs, is it? No. Pulled, remove, pulled NFT points. No, it's not that one either. NFT stakes. No, it's not that one. I thought there was another one here. NFT payout, NFT Icosa collected. Yeah, NFT pull Icosa collected. And it's got the 3 at the front there. So I haven't worked out how many digits that is. But anyway, you can come back and check that out. Let's jump over to Hedron here. And of course, the Hedron amount is just under 11 trillion here of Hedron is staked now. And that's technically 12%. 12%. But of course, if we exclude the Origin account, and the SA accounts, the Hex Godwell, I think that's probably over 50%, something like that. I've heard numbers around that number. So I'm not sure whether the Telegram is keeping track of these numbers, but that's kind of where we're at this stage. So even though it says 12%, we're actually, if you detect out those big whale accounts, then it's much higher. So cool. Let me know if you've seen any numbers around that. Be happy to talk about those. All right, cool. Let's jump over to the Hedron whale bot. Now, this is the profound stuff, right? This is the profound stuff. We have had massive amounts of, let's have a look here. We have, I think I counted over 14 million in the last day. So the first day we had over 21 million. I think it was close to 22 million. That was on the whales only. This excludes all the smaller stuff that had been creating HSI stakes. So about 22 million the first day on the whale bot. The day 2. Guess what? Looking at over 14 million there. Pretty amazing if you think about it. And so that's about 36 million or so Hex. Now I've updated remember my waterfall chart? I had 150 million on there. I didn't know what it was going to get, just at 150 mil. So far we're up, at least from the whale bot point of view, we're up around 36 or so. I will try and get the hard numbers on those, but just reading the whale bot, that's kind of where we're up to. You can see all the HSIs coming in, 555s on there, 138 million, 228,000, sorry, rephrase that, 246,000, 235,000. I mean, the orders coming in, 245. These are all 15 years. 555 stakes, 248, 173, 253 there 6 hours ago, 172. I mean, they keep flowing in here. 116. This is eating up the circulating supply. Look at this thing. 8 million. 8 million. I think yesterday's the biggest one was 2 million. We've got 8 million here. So this is a much bigger play there. 350,000. It's just really huge. So like I added this up, 345, 131 there. Really massive stuff going on in terms of HSIs. And of course, I added that all up. It was over 14 million. So we're looking at about 36 million eating up circulating supply. So that's really good. And yeah, fantastic. So good stuff happening in there with the Icosa. I'm sure you'll all agree. Really, really cool. We've got Neil in the house. Morning all. Good to see you, Neil. Tyron, boom, boom. Yeah, definitely looking good, says Superman. I reckon that does look good. So really bullish stuff here. And I've updated the waterfall chart. And I'll keep updating that hopefully day after day. And I'm going to try and find the official numbers on blockchain. I just need to spend a bit more time because I'm YouTubing. I'm not getting around enough of the analysis stuff. But I'll try and pick up on that as well. Let me know if you've got any information in Discord. I'll be happy to look at that too. All right, cool. So we've got Alex here 17 hours ago. You put it out a few comments here. How does Icosa benefit Hex? It promotes further locking of more Hex 555 club. And of course, that's what I'm talking about. 36 million at least on the whale bot alone. That doesn't include all the smaller stuff that people are selling HSIs. Obviously, thousands of HSIs have been sold. And that's pretty amazing. In fact, I had the HSI tab up, so I'm not sure where I put the HSI tab. I had the HSI tab here the other day. So yeah, I'll have to find that too. Not sure if I've got the NFT trades. Not sure if that's on there. I had the HSI, number of HSIs on here too, so I'll try and pick that up maybe for this afternoon session. I'm not sure where I put that link, so I'll have to find that again. So cool, Alex there. Yeah, it's time locks and provides utility to Hedron, a Hex staking incentive token. Those are the main takeaways, and of course, amazing. At least over 36 million, and probably much higher than that. So when I get that number, I'm going to update my waterfall chart. I had 150. I've taken that out, and I've just put the 36 mil, and I'm going to add that in with the final numbers when I get those as well. Almost 90% of all Icosa is staked. So that's really cool. So in terms of the Icosa DApp, the amount of Icosa that's floating around, or the amount of Icosa floating around, almost 90% is staked. So that's really bullish. So that actually works out pretty well. Actually, let me do 636 divided by 0.9. That's gonna, yeah, that's works out pretty well. So nice. 636. Yeah, that works out well. So that works out pretty well. So what's that? 6.4 million Icosa, somewhere in that ballpark. So that's pretty cool. And 90% stakes. That's pretty nice on the Icosa there. And I think that was it from there. I don't think there's been anything new from Alex. But those were kind of the highlights there from Alex, and very cool. Yeah, 90% of Icosa stake. That was 6 hours ago. That does make sense. So nice. So I think that's probably the highlights there from Icosa. Let me know in the chat if you got anything else. No, nothing else in there from the chat. So that's cool. Let's jump over to. We're heading up to probably about 5 minutes time. We're going to have the Hex daily stats. But before we do that, we're going to get into dip catcher. Maximus is coming up, and that's the next bullish thing after Icosa for the Hex ecosystem as it expands. So we had a couple of updates here 6 hours ago. Known team staker yield sources, Hex yield from the base token, Trio, Lucky, and Decky are going into the team token. Remember, you need maxi tokens for the team token. Is the DAO token, and it's going to benefit from the expansion of the Maximus ecosystem as time goes forward. So this is really the big starting opening salvo there. 369 maxi rebate during the 369 years. So that's going to be happening on year 3, 6, and 9. You're going to rebate with the maxi. And of course, the team early, 50% goes to the mystery box, and I think it's 20% getting burned or 30%, one of the two. I think it's 30% going to the maxi there. Yeah, so 20% getting burned, 30% going to the maxi. Team early in staking penalty, perma berms, so that's going to be cool. And then what increases earnings per team staked? Bigger perpetual pools. Obviously, if the base, the trio, Lucky and Dicky get up to those 150 million, bigger pays better each. That'd be 600 million. That'd be amazing for Hex, amazing for the team token, and of course amazing for the perpetuals as well. So it's kind of the ultimate goal. Bigger perpetual pools, lower stake rate, and team price pumping. Like that. Why would team price pumping cause more people to early in stake? If the value of a staker's team goes up big, they may feel the urge to early in stake some team to sell into the pump. The 3.69% penalty stays permanently burned, so it's as if it's sent equally to everybody else. So that's cool. Remember, if you do early in stake the team token, you'll get a 3.69 penalty there. What else we got there? We got team minting rules 6 hours ago. One time only, 21-day mint phase. Okay, this is longer. Okay, I expect this to be 14 days, so this is longer. 21 days, 3-week mint phase for the team token. Mint yourself one team per maxi. Per one maxi placed in the contract. Mystery box gets copy of all team minted as well. So gets 50% of the maxi, plus it gets a copy of all the team minted as well. And no one knows, no expectations from the mystery box there for the team there. Hex is the way, isn't here? I plan to join the team, and to do that, I will need to buy some Maximus DAO. Nice one there to Hex is the way. So getting some YouTubers supporting that. Maximus game theory in one tweet. Big perpetual stake pools increase top line earnings, which increase the team staker APY or annual percentage yield. A lucrative APY paid in Hex increases demand for team, which may cause early in staking, which deflates supply and increases stake earnings for other stakers. And then, of course, 6 hours ago, team supply details. Initial supply of the team will equals 2 times the number of maxi minted into the team. All right, so that's going to be your initial supply. And during the one-time mint phase, which is 21 days, then the total team supply deflates at a maximum of 3.69% rate, depending on early in-stake penalties that year. When team is staked, it is burned and then reminted upon in-stake. So like Hex and like Icosa, I guess, like that. So it's got some here. Perpetual stake pools grows. Team staker earnings grow. The team staking earning becomes more lucrative. Demand for team increases. People buy team. Team price goes up. Team stakers have more assets than they can use to finance their own marketing campaigns. And then the perpetual stake grows. That's pretty funny. I like that. That's pretty hilarious. All right, so some nice little alpha drops here from a dip catcher coming into the launch of Maximus later, either late August or probably more likely September now, first half of September. My goal is for the Maximus perpetual stake pools to be the #1 way that people stake Hex. Compared to staking solo, this drastically increases the utility, efficiency, and flexibility of stake Hex while saving the Hexagon economy from millions of dollars of gas fee extraction. That's pretty cool. And I think we're almost up to it there. No, 5 hours ago, team is programmed to pump Hex and programmed to pump itself. I like that as well. We like pumping Hex, and of course, since part of team's intrinsic value is Hex income, pumping Hex price is like a multiplier of the team value. That's right, it is. And it's a bit like if you think liquid loans, how you're going to put PLS in, get USDL, and then a lot of people are going to go on and buy more PLS there and pump up the price. It's a little bit like that. By pumping Hex, we amplify the team value. Absolutely right. So not only in Hex do you earn an awesome yield on your stakes, obviously longer pays better, bigger pays better, but of course much of the gains comes in the price move higher. So that's pretty awesome too. Hexagons are generally Bitcoiners that figure this out. Yeah, talking about something else there. All right, so what else here? So can I keep team staked and will be getting bonuses? Sounds awesome. Yes, as long as you renew your team stake at least once a year. And don't forget that you got to be active in terms of your team staking. This is to prevent dead or inactive addresses from eating into the stake rewards. You can claim your stake rewards when they become available each year without in staking the team, which is pretty nice. So you won't get penalty doing that. You're able to claim that yield. 3 hours ago, for those who haven't, take the time to deeply understand this project. Maximus, that is, may just be the most profitable time spent in your life. It doesn't take much time or effort to deeply understand. You can read my tweets from this morning, and that's all there is need to know. And of course, we just read through most of those. No insane reflexive predictions to make. Just simply answer a few questions, yes, no questions to yourself, and that tells you if team will earn lots or grow. These are the questions to ask. Will Hex demand increase? Will people want to save fees on the Hex? They're staking the Hex, and will people want liquidity on Hex staked Hex there? So some nice little updates there. And I think we're almost getting close to the end of the insights here from Maximus. The predictions that you can apply, some numbers too, are more than amplify and multiplier part of the return profile that a user will experience. How many team will be minted? How large will the perpetual pools be? What percent of the team's supply will be staked each year? So some pretty pivotal ones there. So nice. As you guys know, I'm super bullish on the targets. I think they might do very well. You never have to take back position of your stake team until you choose to, and you choose when you claim your rewards. That's true. I think we're just about there. 2 hours ago, team is burnt when you stake and then remint. When you unstake, you can claim the rewards by running the claim function on the team stake. Reward distribution contract you can restake without claiming. When discussing team staking, I mainly focus on the Hex yield component, but the Hedron component could be very significant, especially for lucky and decky stakes, which is the 7 and 10 year stakes. Of course, the Hedron that's occurring there, especially with the new tokenomics around Icosa. So those are really some cool updates there from Dipcatcher and some insights there on Dipcatcher there. So I'll post that in the chat there if you want to go back and read some of those, but very, very nice on those. All right, let's go. We've got a couple other things here. Crypto Dan says, do you earn Icosa from staking Hedron? You do. And of course, you can do that on the Icosa dApp, stake Hedron, and you will earn Icosa. So if you've got some spare Hedron there, get it staked, start earning. And it's a bit of a big paydays bonus at the moment with the big burn that the SC Dress did. Pulsechain says benefits and disadvantages of trading your previous max for team. Well, there we are. That's the thing that you got to think about with that. Just a moment. So yeah, you kind of got to think about that for yourself. I don't know. I think Maxi's going to do pretty well. So I don't know. I'm a bit cautious in answering some of those pros and cons there. Save Hex new to this if you can claim rewards, because if you think about it, 20% of the maxi is going to be burned, and so yeah, and you're also reliant on how much is going to go into perpetual. So there's a lot of unknown questions there, Pulsechain X. So you got to think about that. No, I'm a little bit risk averse on that. I'd probably be, I think that the fundamentals for maxi is going to be pretty good. That being said, Maxi's already on the market, or premium's fairly known. It's going to benefit from the perpetuals in the team, but the team is new. It's got that exciting newness to it, so it might have a short-term thing, but you can't really claim a lot of the yield anyway without getting the 3.69 penalty. Yeah, it's I'd say that you've got to say, do you want a more conservative fundamental with the maxi, which is going to benefit, or do you want to be part of the ecosystem with the team token? So there's a lot of unknowns there. That's what I meant. It's quite difficult to assess. So I would say, if you want to be part of the Maximus, then having team is very important. The other alternative Pulsechain Hex is to have a diversified portfolio. So you keep a bit of maxi, you put some maxi in the team, you keep the team, you benefit from the growth of the ecosystem, you get some base trio, lucky decky, you've got pretty much all the tokens. Is probably another way of going about it. That way, sort of got bets on everything, and it averages out. Nice one. Safe Hex says, new to this, if you can claim rewards on your stakes, doesn't that go against the whole delayed gratification that Hex is built on? Well, not in this circumstance, because Hex is the underlying contract. So these are second layer options. So the Hex itself is getting staked. So that's the optionality there. That's a net benefit to the ecosystem. We've already seen that with hundreds of millions of Hex being staked, and staked for 15.2 years. So it's actually a boom for Hex, a boom. Hello, Francis in the house there. Hello, Francis. And Brazil says, I'm hoping it will divert sell pressure to Hedron and Icosa instead of Hex. Yes, that would be true too. So the second layer tokens are the more likely ones to get some of the sell pressure there. Hex itself gets pushed off the market with both of these products. The other thing is that we've seen that with PLSD recently. We saw a big sell-off in PLSD. That got actually that's probably got hit the most with the launch of Icosa, but I haven't seen the chain analysis, but this is my guess what happened there. So yeah, Francis in house. Hi, Superman. Good to see you, Francis. Very nice. All right, so that's kind of cool. We've got the Hex data stats out. I think we have. Let's get into it. And day 9.8. No, not out yet. Oh, we're about to get into 9.8. 9.8 there. We're currently in day 9.89. So we're only got, 10 days to go until the 1,000 days. Man, it's coming down. Isn't time funny? Time is such a weird thing. But anyway, it's a little bit delayed on the date coming out. Sometimes one of these days it does come out ages afterwards. So we're going to have to come back to that. Now, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button and hit the like button there. So smash the subscribe. We're currently, can you believe it? I cannot believe it. Oh, wow, 2 more subs. That's fantastic. I appreciate that. We're only 50, it's 39, 44 subs away from 555. Isn't that crazy? That is really cool. I do appreciate support, everybody. Really, really nice on that. All right, let us get on to, we're going to wait for this to populate. It's probably going to happen soon. We're going to go back into the markets here. Quickly have a look here. We've got BTC at $23,969. We've got ETH at 1888. That's lucky number there. We've got Hex at the moment. Hex is at 5.8 cents. And we've got Hedron at 2,272. We've got Maxi at 85% premium over Hex, and we've got Icosa there at $1.71. Let's pull up my spreadsheet. Not a heat map. We've already got the heat map up. Let's pull up my spreadsheet here and have a look at the arbitrage. So we're going to have a look at Icosa. And what did we say the price of Hex is? Hex is 584. So 0.584. So yeah, that's around. Oh, what happened there? I got the wrong price and I forgot the zero. That is going to be a problem. All right, so yeah, $1.71, and that is the price of the stake, the Icosa through HSI sale, and we've got Hex. What do we have? Icosa there. Let me jump over to Cosa. We got Cosa $1.71, so that's pretty much on the money. So it's pretty much no arbitrage opportunity there that I can see. So there we are. All right, cool. And we're going to bring up the waterfall chart. So just saying to say I've updated the waterfall chart. I pulled out the 150 million on the Icosa, and I've added in the actual number. So rather than a targeted number, you see here I had 150 mil. That's now got 36 mil, but I'm going to try and get the real live number with the HSI sales on that one. I'd had the link up yesterday. I've just lost it, so I apologize for that. I will try and bring that up next time when I talk about it. Oh man, there's that Maximus here. We always say what's his. I've already talked about that exercise. You had the link yesterday. Can't think of where it is at the moment. My mind's just blank on where that is. Anyway, so this is the HSI here, sellback. So this is actual numbers based on the whale feed at the moment. So I'll try and get that updated. We're expecting this could be really, really good. We're still only just entering day 3 now on Icosa. So watch this. It's going to be fun to see over particularly the next 2 weeks with the What's a NFT launch, and we'll watch that pretty closely. Obviously, we're expecting Maximus to come in and even do bigger numbers with the 4 products, but it's a question mark. We're going to wait to see that. Obviously, the first Maximus did super well there, just under 300 million Hex off the market. So boom, boom, boom. We want to get rid of the circulating supply. That's what we want to do. And you got to think about it. We get rid of the circulating supply, and we have a growth faster than inflation. It's like a dream come true, man. Honestly, you just got to be patient. And we're seeing less of these staking whales as well. Then we have so much stuff coming down. Patience is the key here with the old Hex. So that's the wrong one. I'm not trying to bring up the charts there. This is patience is the key. And let's see where we're going. All right, so cool. Let's get into the stakes here. So it's just loading up all the charts here. We're going to go to the end of the year, say. Let's go to the end of the year. And bam. All right, so we got this. We got a decent stake coming up here on the 18th for 403 mil, but this is the big one here. This is 1,167. Remember, this was about 700 or 800 million. It's been topped up with a few of the ones that ended up on the 2nd and 3rd of August. They've ended up jumping on top of this big candle here. That's about the only big candle we've got. We used to have tons of these billion candles. That's the only one we got at the moment. So things are changing. We have got, if you add up all these front stakes here, we have got quite a few. So 18th to the 18th September. So the next month, if you add up the next month there, we've still got quite a few candles in there. We got this one here that's 417. This one here is 324, 403. And we've got a couple of 200 million candles in here. So you add these all up. In the next month, there's still quite a bit in there, but nothing compared to what there used to be, and only one big billion candle. It's going to be fun to see this play out. And then, of course, we haven't got that many candles, that are particularly, they're all millions in here, but they're relatively low comparably. So we are moving into a very different environment, and a lot of the stuff does restake. It's going to be fun to see. All right, cool. And if when it gets copied to Pulsechain, the holders on ETH chain hold the ones on Pulsechain, so it's kind of like they're the same people, and they both got passive income, double passive incomes on two of the leading chains, because we know Pulsechain is going to be a leading chain, so that's just the way it goes. All right, let's refresh. Hopefully, day 988 is going to come out. Sometimes it just delays, and still not out yet. Hopefully that will come out soon. Is beyond. Normally it's about 10 minutes overdue. Normally it comes out about 17 past. So it's a little bit overdue there. All right, let us have a look where we're at here on the charts. Pretty cooled off at the moment. How are we doing for time? 57 minutes, not too bad at all. There's been no real news around Richard or anything like that. I guess the best news we had from Richard yesterday was his dance party. And of course he had all the interviews that he had. That was big news. Sorry, let me reframe from that. That was huge news. So it was great to see Richard parting. I was wondering whether they still had that up around here. It was worth looking at. Here it is here. So here's the party that he was at, having lots of fun.
Studio, baby.
So it was pretty fun from yesterday, and Funding Jim actually had a lot of other videos that he had in the club. And if you haven't seen that Funding Jim, he had lots of other clips in the club. Man, the Miami club looks like they're out of a movie in that Miami club. It was really quite pumpy there. Brazilian House, 44 more. Yeah, getting so close. We are 44 more subs away from 5555, and leading the pack in there too. So that's cool. Let's go to the Pulse Tube, and we can see that we've got. Hey, look, he's had this new live thing. This is really cool. So we've got Jim Rat Crypto live, Hex Token live, Magic Carpet Ride live, and Wales Only live. Man, it's busy out there. It's busy, and so this is the way it goes. Isn't that good? Good to see lots of YouTubers out there. Now, if you go to all channels, you can go to channels that are below 1,000. You can click the 1,000 there, and you can scroll from the smallest ones here, just the tip of Hex News there, 16, all the way down to the top one there, Post Polar, Stake Wealth, Pulsechain Zone, Staker App, Heinz Crypto there, Black Crypto, KG, KSB TV in there. So they're all Hex Asians. They're all there under 1,000 subs there. And you can go to that filter. But then there's the second sub here, 555 subs, and you can click on that. And hopefully it will update. Let's just having to think about it. Let me just jump out of my other screen there. If you go to here, you can see at the bottom here Gen Hex, but of course Gen Hex just got over 1,000, so he's at the bottom there. Dip Catcher and others there from Maximus. You scroll all the way to the top there, and Hex Token at the top there. This is out of date. Obviously, we're up to 5,511 now. So we're not far away there. Crypto 7's pretty close too. as well. So he must be probably slightly higher than this number. And Randy Alaski there at 517. And then Crypto Sparbook, the old name for KSB TV there, sitting there as well. I see Naga Tribe down there, Magic Upride, Funding Jim, Corey Costa, Crypto Kindness, David Feather, Crypto Bobcat, Motley Investor, Fashion Coder, How to Pulse. So lots of well-known names. Cabana Crypto. There are lots of well-known names down there. Look at them all. Jim Rat Crypto, Freedom TV, SJ Wild. So you can see the list there as well. So very cool. We're about to jump off this list. We are not that far away, 44 subs away. I don't know. They don't have any more other areas. So everybody's, all our channels that are over 5555 are not showing on here. Maybe they should have another button there to show that. That's pretty cool. All right. Cool. Lots of fun. In any case, we've got a few new people. Welcome to the Discord. So we've got Beastly in there from yesterday. So a big welcome. I'm going to give some of these updates. We've got Jimmo711 has just joined our Discord. We'll put Heinz Crypto on that one. And we've got Uncle Will as well. Uncle Will, hey, we've got to give Uncle Will a little Hex Token channel one there. We've got Lucas Aid as well in the house. So we might throw you a Gen Hex one there. And a Crypto Aruma as well. Crypto Shroomer is in the house. So big welcome to you today. And of course, give you a Liquid Lines one there. How about that? So welcome to all the members. 637. And we're heading up towards 650 at the moment. So that's pretty cool. Way to go. 5 Gwei. Are you kidding me, Wookie? 5 Gwei. Wow, that's amazing. All right, get into it, folks. Gonna be a lot of fun. All right, so let's see what we got. Yeah, day 988. Woo-hoo-hoo! We've got it. We have definitely got it. So let's get into it. We've got Dave down at Hex Token moving towards 750,000 views. Oh, that's very cool. I didn't even think about that. That was pretty nice. DB says Hex is the way and Pulse is MIA. When Pulse says DB. Well, one day closer, DB, one day closer. But September is looking, there's quite a good couple arguments for September. It looks like the code is done because they're attacking the code at the moment with the bots. So that's super bullish. When I say code, most the core code, if they're attacking it with bots. Morning to the top G. That is Superman. Hey, Hex down and appreciate it. Welcome. Peace. CJ in the house as well. Good to see CJ. Thanks for streaming. Says Z. Hey, you're welcome. It's a pleasure, man. And lies beneath with the emojis looking good. Kung Tech Fu in the house. The Pendaker is in the house. Hey, good to see it. A Pendaker. And no, it's 4 now, says Wookie. Says Wookie. Oh, good job, Briz. Says, yeah, way to go. So, yeah, 44 more to go in the subs. Good job, Briz, says Bob Wells. Nice. All right, so here we are, day 988, hot off the press, 16th of August, and we're at 5.9 cents, down 7.5. We had a really good run with price increases the last 2 days down. And, of course, we were up at 6.8. We're currently at 5.9 on the snapshot. We got a Hex payout per T-share of 6.172. The T-share price at 13.73. The T-share rate is up 7.6 to 23,183. And the average stake length is 6.54 years. Now, obviously, we've been having a bit of a boost from the average stake length with the HSIs, with all those 555. So that's been quite nice. The liquidity in the pool, we're back over 200 million. That's a shame. The APY is 38%, but 206. Hopefully, we'll get back under the 100 million again soon. We're currently got $13,000 in the pool and 1261 Ethereum. Let's jump over to the T-shares here. Look at this, 8,000 and 6,274. Yeah, nice. And, of course, we're at 10,440,000 T-shares. Remember, Hex is easy to understand. We have a reward pool with inflation and penalties in it. We have a ownership pool with T-shares in it. And if you change any of those things, then the Hex payout from the pool to the payout to the owners gets changed, right? So we have more penalties. That's a higher payout. If we have less T-shares, that's a higher payout. If we have more T-shares, that's a lower payout, that sort of thing. So that's kind of how that works. That is Hex in a nutshell. And, of course, we had some massive increase in the circulating supply decreases to 254 million Hex, massive. And, of course, we've had an increase in stake there, 259 million. That's a big move in volume there. We've got total amount of Hex staked is 9.63%. Penalties today below 1 million, but still not too bad, 900,000. And let's have a look at the numbers. Woo-hoo-hoo. We got stakers up 520. Nice. I'm clapping here. I'm excited. This is really good. Look at these staker numbers. We're up to 103,986. Man, getting to 150,000 stakers is going to be a lot easier now with these HSI stakes around. Wait till Maximus comes as well. It's going to be pretty epic. They're all going to get staked for 1 year, 3 years, 7 years, and 10 years with those new products, the base, the trio, the lucky, and the dicky. It's going to be fun, man. I'm getting dizzy. Thinking about it. It's really cool. And obviously a big question mark. We don't know how much, but it's bullish either way. There's going to be more. We know there's going to be more, just like we saw with the HSI so far. And it's only we just started entering day 3 for Icosa. So cool. Change in current stake is 520. And of course, the number increase of holders 151. We're at 308,217. Total stake is up 552 to 131,000. But look at this number. Total holders 485,000, up 843. Pretty nice there as well. So great results. Day 988, and we're on day 989 now, and we're only 10 days away from 1,000 days. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? 10 days away from after this, so maybe 11 if you had today. So pretty cool. Very nice. All right, cool. And we're already at 6.1 hex per T-share payout. So nice on that one. Very cool. All right, we're coming up to an hour and 6 minutes. I think that was pretty good. I think. Bob Well says my Icosa. Oh yeah, check out your Icosa payouts for day 2. Check out those. Let me know. Feel free to post any in the price chat there. Don't show any private addresses or anything. But if you feel free to do that, go and show us a few. I don't put it on YouTube, but in the Discord there. My Icosa payout is good, but my Hedron dropped way off. Oh, I thought Briz got 44 more Icosas. Lol, says Bob. No, he's talking about the subscribers. So the amount of subscribers left to go to 5555. We're only 44 away on Hex Token channel. Yeah. So I imagine the Hedron will probably be down, but still going to be pretty elevated, I think. Yesterday's payout on Hedron was pretty awesome. I saw some of the stuff there. Go, oh my, that was really good. It was pretty impressive, especially with the price up as well. Dan's in the house there. What's morning, Superman? Great streams always, my bro. The best channel for the greatest ecosystem in crypto. Let's go. Absolutely, Dan. I'm with you, man. People, that's what I try to do on this channel is just show the breadth of what's happening at the Hex Ecos expansion as well as Pulsechain coming. People just need to have more patience. I know it's frustrating. A lot of people want Pulsechain yesterday, and I understand that. But of course, Richard will launch it when it's ready and at the right time. So I'm sure we just have more patience, even though that can be a long time since we started our sacrifice, obviously in July. Now it was well worth it for Hex. When people had to wait, I can't remember now, was it 14 months, something like that. So just be patient. Good things come to those who wait. This is the way it's going to be. Hex Down Under, I'm staked Hedron. Nice one, Hex Down Under. You're going to earn Icosa that way. Use the official DApp here. We've got Hedron staking here, Icosa staking. I've got a couple of videos on this. We've got Icosa step by step. That's a full walk through the DApp and staking and everything. So check that out. Icosa step by step. Now Alex retweeted that one. And I've also, before that, I did a video if you want an intro to Hedron and Icosa. It's called Icosa in a Nutshell, so you can check out those videos. There are a couple other good videos are floating around with some other YouTubers, Crypto Copy, Crypto Sloth, David Feder. So there's other videos around you can also check out too. It's always good to see different perspectives, pick up a few extra pieces of information on the way. All right, so we've got Icosa staking, Hedron staking. We always say there, so definitely make sure you create your Hedron stake here with your Hedron. Pretty easy to do. Create your Icosa stake. If you've got Icosa, remember you can sell HSIs or buy on Icosa on the market. Remember to get this. The only way to get Icosa in the first 30 days outside buying on the market is to sell HSI stakes, which they've got Hex in them. And of course, they are tokenized Hex stakes, which means that you, first step is making them encapsulated, then the second step is making them tokenized. Those tokenized really are just NFTs or 721 contracts. Means that once you tokenize it, you can send it out of your wallet. So with native Hex stakes or encapsulated Hex stakes, you can't do that. You have to tokenize them, and you can only tokenize encapsulated stakes. You can't. The native Hex stakes are the original Hex stakes that you just do with the normal Hex contract through go.hex.win and stuff like that. So just remember that. Now you can do all that stuff on Hedron here. If you want to create a HSI stake, you can just do it here. Click encapsulated, and that's the way you do that. So it's pretty cool. Alex has integrated all that stuff, so you can do Hex stakes, native Hex stakes here. You can do Hedron encapsulated and tokenized stakes, and of course you can interact with the Icosa all in one tap. So that's very nice. Alex has made it very easy to do with a nice clean interface as well, which is nice. You can connect your wallet up, MetaMask or Wallet Connect. So it's a different way of doing that too. And or you can just use MetaMask Connect there as well. So easy to do. All right, cool. Andrew says day 2 Icosa payouts on Icosa stake NFT stakes not as big as day 1. Still great though. Yeah, they won't be as big. This is typically when you've had anything like this, they'll probably be slightly less over a day. But pretty much if you're in early, you'll definitely get them. The biggest payouts, especially early on. So yeah, you may see rallies in some of the tokens too. They're going to be watching the prices as well. Bob Wells says, I'm glad I got my day 1 payout, says Bob. Yeah, it was a pretty nice payout, that's for sure. Hex Down Under says your video is very helpful. Thanks, Hex Down Under. Yeah, both those videos are pretty good videos. The Icosa in a nutshell, and the which also covers Hedron as well. And then of course there's also the Icosa step by step, which is around the step, how to do that. So it's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, we've got obviously the Icosa here. Now the Icosa total supply, obviously when you stake Icosa in the dApp, so when you decide to stake your Icosa in here, it does actually get burned, right? So it actually gets burned, and so you'll see the total supply going down. When you actually stake your Icosa, of course, you'll be rationaled by staker size. Now some of you may not have the summary, and I know some people have been asking around the summary, so we'll pull that up. This is a great summary. If you're going to be getting involved with the Icosa platform, you should have this as a must. So it's this one here. So you should have this. I'll post this in the chat here. Save it to your favorites. This gets all the bonuses and stuff in it. So definitely save this one to your favorites. It's probably a good way to go. And you'll be able to have this chart. It has all the bonuses in here. Remember, the Hedron supply or Icosa supply there. Remember, the Icosa is actually like Hex. It's kind of burnt and re-minted again. So this is why this is 630,000 here. And of course, you have to go down to see the actual. I got to remember which one it is now because I always forget. Icosa stake supply. That's the Icosa stake supply down there. So it's pretty much around 90% of Icosa stakes. I think that's 6.6 million there is staked. So cool. Now remember, Icosa starts from a 0 supply and then will grow. But its inflation is tied to the Hex T-share rate. And Hedron inflation is tied to the Hex T-share rate as well. So the Hex T-share rate is just going up and to the right. So that's a way of limiting it. But I think Icosa is going to be obviously quite dramatically scarce if everything works out that way. Obviously, only so many people participate in the platform as well, relative to Hedron, relative to Hex. So it should stay relatively low overall. All right, cool. We're going to see how that plays out. Nice one. Let's do a little refresh here. Yeah, 12.1% now. It was all staked. So I will try and get the net figures without Hedron. And I think they may have those numbers in Telegram for Icosa. So they may have a lot of stuff in there. I'm not on Telegram, so I don't have access to those. But feel free to, if you've got those, to post those in Discord under in the main chat's fine, because it's a second layer of Hex. I don't mind that being in the main chat under RH tokens. That seems to be a good place. Just the reason why we have these in separate groups, just to keep things organized without confusing a lot of the Hex tokens and the Pulsechain tokens. So we have those separated out. I think it has been better generally to manage it that way. So don't be surprised if some of the stuff you put in here regarding Pulsechain projects gets moved to the new tokens chat, just to keep it separated and people not get confused. And of course, with new token chats, there's sometimes those projects can be, scam malicious or doubtful. So we don't like to keep them in the Richard Hart tokens, which is really about Hex, Pulsechain, Pulse, second layer products that are better fitting the system, like Icosa, Maximus, and PowerFlex when it comes out, things like that. All right, cool, very nice. All right, we're on 15 minutes. I think we're going to wrap up shortly. Hex Down, any holidays planned? Probably not Hex Down under. There's too much stuff happening. We're going to be pretty much committed as we move ahead in time to Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex. As I say it every day, and I mean it, as you guys know. John Gibbons, hey Hex Token, can you stake Hedron yet? Yes, you can. You can, John. You can stake Hedron. All right, so cool. You just stake Hedron. There it is there. Just use the dApp. I'll post the dApp in the chat there. And you can stake your Hedron today. Just connect your wallet, and away you go. Just create your Hedron stake, put your Hedron in it, and away you go. And as I say, if you get your bonuses based on your supply here, so cool, get that done. All right, nice. All right, let's wrap up. We're now in 15 minutes. I think it's a good play. I'm going to be back on live stream in 5 hours' time. Hope you guys catch me then, and I'll see you then. Have a good day, everybody. Amazing, says John. And thanks, mate. Good job, as usual, says Grandad. I appreciate that. Let's play out some funky music on the way up, Power City Core. And as you guys know, I love not just the Richard Hart tokens. I love utility projects that are going on Pulsechain. I think that's going to be so good. They're going to create value for everybody and open up the economic flourishing of Pulsechain when it does launch. Okay, here we go. Power City Core. Here we go. Peace out. Catch you in 5 hours. Bye for now. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Rock on. Hop it.